Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to my channel. This is the Healing Oracle. And I pray, and I am very, very happy this morning, and I pray that each one of you who hear my voice are able to receive the messages that I have. I hope that you woke up happy and blessed and feeling your beauty and your divinity from the top of your head to the bottom of your feet. I have some channeled messages. Every morning, I listen to my own mentors on YouTube, and through her messages, um, I have some for you as well. That's the beautiful thing of being clairaudient, meaning I take messages through sound, through voices, through music, and um, so here we go. Um, well, first, I'd also like to share an experience from this morning. So every morning I go to the gas station to get some coffee. I have coffee at home. It's just being outside in the air and the morning freshness. I love it. I love to begin my day with the feeling of the outdoors. I want to feel the air on my face. I want to smell the trees. I want to see my community. So that's how I begin my morning. And while going to the gas station, I'm inside. I order my coffee. Luckily, there's a Dunkin' Donuts in the gas station by where I live at. So I thought that was absolutely amazing. Um, uh, I ordered my coffee, and a woman behind me said, "Hey, don't worry about it. I'll pay for it." Blessings, blessings. I mean, it's a coffee. So in our minds, oh, it's just a coffee. No, it was her intention. It was her thought. It was her smile. It was her wanting to do something nice for someone else. You see, life can be so hard for some of us. Something as simple as a cup of coffee may have been a struggle for me. It wasn't, but it could have been. And just her gesture, her, you know, um, open-ended gesture, because she left it open. It wasn't a closed gesture, meaning a closed gesture is when someone does something and it's either for their own gain or it's just gain for one end. An open-ended gesture is something that has gained for all. And not only does she give something to me freely and openly and lovingly, she also um, put out good vibes into the universe for herself. That is the part of the law of attraction. What you put out is what you get back. So if you're putting out positive energy from the time your day starts to the time your day ends, guess what you're going to get? You're going to get that energy right back. So if it's positive, that's what you're going to get. If it's negative, that's what you're going to get. So I'm telling you this story. Uh, Spirit says this is what's needed in the world. We need to be more minded, more mindful of having more open-ended gestures, doing things not just for our own gain, but to give, because as we're giving, we're going to receive. You have to sow, you reap what you sow. Okay, so constantly we're planting seeds. We're planting seeds of positivity, negativity, mindfulness, love, and the more that we're doing open-ended gestures, the more we're promoting the positivity in life, the positivity in the world, the better life can be, the better your day can be. Um, that one gesture will take me through my day. Even if I have a negative day or may not have the greatest, mindset or mood, you know, just that one gesture, 444 and a clap, that one gesture could be that one thing that keeps me mindful for the rest of my day, keeps me happy. for the rest of my day, keeps me remembering that there are other good people out here in the world. See, we go through our day, and unfortunately, there's a lot more negativity than positivity right now, because a lot of us have not learned how to transmute energy, how to take the negative and turn it into a positive within ourselves, removing the negative energy that we are getting from other people on a daily basis, okay? Changing that with positive energy. Now, if I were in a bad mood, that one gesture, that one spark of light could have changed my entire mood for the rest of the day, maybe the rest of my life. You never know what one gesture can do. Okay? You never know. So I want you to be mindful. Okay? I want you to do something, even if it's just something nice for yourself. But practice open ended gestures, doing things not for just your gain, but for the gain of all, the gain of the collective. Okay? Because everything has a domino effect. So, with that being said, okay, if we're mindful of that, right, then we are mindful of every action that we make throughout our day. And it seems hard to do, but it's really not. It's just about thinking every single thought through before speaking, before moving, before acting. You know, we have the moment to rethink what we're going to do before we do it, to make sure that we are putting out the best energy that we can. What we put out is what we receive. Okay, so when we're walking to our highest light and we're working our light, we want to make sure that we are doing everything that we can to keep the positivity going. Now we're human, okay? Let us put that shit right out there. We are but humans, so we make mistakes. We do things sometimes um, that are not to our greatest good, because we're either having a bad moment, or someone could have said something that really triggered a negative reaction from us and put us in a bad space. See, those are the moments when you need to hold on to the good. Those are the moments when you need to remember that moment, that spark of that day or whatever day that can get you out of that darkness immediately. We cannot allow our minds, our mindsets, or our moods to keep, like, you can feel the emotion. You have to feel whatever you're going through. You never push it away. You always feel it, okay? Allow yourself a moment to feel, but do not dwell. Okay, you feel that emotion. You accept if it's sorry, not accept. You discern, meaning you think, is that my emotion, or is that an emotion from someone else? If that's my emotion, okay, why do I have it? Because I'm talking about going deep, y'all. I'm talking about really identifying why we feel how we feel, so we can rectify the situation. So it's no longer hanging on us. It's not on our shoulders, so to speak. Okay. See, me and one of my most trusted advisors, my brother cousin, we talk about this, and you will he will grace us with his presence as soon as I can figure out how we're going to do it on my page. This may actually turn into a me and him thing, because we're on the same page and the message is the same that we are here to give. Okay, we complement one another, and so, bouncing ideas off of him, this is also what we've come up with. You really got to be careful how you are perceived and how you perceive yourself. You want to make sure that every little thing that you're doing, because it's the little things that make the big things, right? You want to make sure that every little thing that you're doing constitutes the way that you want to be seen by other people. Okay? So if you want to be seen in a positive light, if you want to make always like be a beacon of light for other people, then you want to definitely make sure that you are always putting out that positive 100% greatest energy that you can give. Even if you're really not in a good space, it's okay to say, I'm really not in the greatest of spaces right now. My mind is not at the right place. You know what I'm saying? But being mindful of that and telling people that you love, how you feel, that means everything. That means so much more than if you were to start to snap about whatever you're feeling, or be in a conversation and then all of a sudden just have an attitude or start flipping out on folks, and I'm saying, being not yourself. Like, we have to be more mindful of ourselves. We have to be more mindful of our reactions. We have to be more mindful of the way we talk to ourselves. We have to be more mindful of the way we talk to other people. And the most, like, excuse me a second. Excuse me, y'all. It's very important that we're mindful of everything. We're mindful of the way we speak to ourselves. Okay. Number one, the way you speak to yourself. Now, when I be saying like, all right, when I be like, make sure you love yourself, right? If you don't love yourself, you can't do shit right. Like, nothing. When I say nothing, nothing. Like, if you don't love yourself, do you understand that everything that comes out your mouth is going to be negative? Everybody around you that loves themselves and is doing good for themselves, you're going to envy them. You're going to have an attitude about everything. So if you're walking around with a chip on your shoulder and you don't quite know why, it's because you haven't dealt with yourself. You have not learned the value of you. You have not found the divinity within yourself. And that right there can kill you. It could kill your mindset. And anything that diminishes who you are and keeps you from working your light is a diminishment. Okay, it's like a sin. Okay, it's a sin. All right, it's a sin to not be yourself. It's a sin to not love yourself. If you don't love yourself, you can't love nobody else. You can't love people. You can't love your job. You can't love your career path. You can't love shit if you don't love you. Okay? And I'm gonna probably be like the loving healing oracle. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna be breathing loving yourself. We so worried about loving him, loving her, loving them. What about loving me? What about I? Because it does start there. Because once you initiated that self-love, then you'll see everything clearer. You'll see the way that you want to be treated, because you're going to show everybody by treating them the way you want to be treated, living by the golden rules. Yeah, our parents taught us that shit. Like, that is the truth. Let's go back to the old school. Let's go back to a lot of the borderline things that we bypass. Let's go back to the courting days. Let's go back to the days of tradition. Let's go back to the days where we are mindful of what we said. Let's go back to the time and normalize and be more mindful of what we allow to come out of our damn mouths. Because when you're in alignment with yourself, the things that come out of your mouth are going to be alignment with your true self, alignment with who you are, the message you came to bring from God, all of that. Okay, so you have to be more mindful of what you say, what comes out of your mouth to yourself. Okay, because what you allow within yourself is what you will do to other people. If you're okay with being mistreated, then you're going to be okay with mistreating other people. So it all starts with you. It all starts with yourself, loving yourself, being healed, working your light, working on your inner child, working on the things that are no longer serving you, the things that are holding you back from being your truest self. Like, that there's times when you've been in a store and you wanted to say hi to somebody, or someone that says something funny and you want to reply, but you may not have. It be those little moments for me that make my day. Because I don't have siblings. I have children, and I have my soul squad. My cousins that I talk to on a daily basis. My one cousin that I talk to every day. He's like my brother. But other than that, it's me and God. On a regular basis. Other than that, I don't really talk to humans for the most part. And my auntie, I talk to her every day. But with that being said, it's just like some of us be so within ourselves, not because we're closed, just because like it's hard to find a me in other people. It's hard to find that moment of, oh, beauty. Like most people don't think to go the extra mile or want to see someone else smile or do their good deed for the day. That is important. Doing your good deed for the day, man, that shit will change your life. If you just every day do one good thing for somebody else, having no need for something in return, but just doing something to see somebody else smile. Just to be able to see someone else smile. That being the only reason that you did it. And it doesn't have to be anything big. It could be purchasing something for somebody unexpectedly, picking up a family member's child that like, your cousin, so and so, what I'm saying, works all the time and she always got her kids. And, what I'm saying? And she don't really have a break. That she be struggling, but she'll never say it. Maybe going over and sitting with the kids and telling her, why don't you go take a nap? Or is there anything that you wanted to do for yourself a little bit? I'm going to hold the kids down while you go and do it. Man, them type of gestures right there, shit. When you a single mother, and I'm a single mother of 3, okay? My oldest is in college already, but I still have 2 younger children. But when I say a gesture like that, could take a mother from being in a bad space to going to a higher level of herself, because now she also sees that there's still good people out here. She's not alone. She may not ever ask you to do that for her, but that what you did will never be forgotten from her heart. That will never be forgotten from those children, because they know that their mother's stressed. They know that it's just them and their mother. You know what I'm saying? But this is what they have, and they work with it. But having someone come out of their way to go out like and really say, like, I know you be needing some help and I'm gonna be here for a little bit to help you, even if it's for 20 minutes, bro. Being able to shit by yourself, take a shower by yourself, be at peace by yourself, and know your children is good. That is every fucking thing, okay? It's everything in a cold world. It's everything when a mother is trying to see through. Yeah, we make our decisions. We choose the men we choose, and we have these babies, and we end up by ourselves, okay? But that's for another topic for a whole nother show, because, like, that is something I'm going to deal with as well. Like, because we need to talk about that. But I want you to remember that. Like, I know I went in depth on that one because that is something right there that, like, if somebody were to do that for me, that could mean everything. And I'm just giving examples on different ways, like, taking a plant to somebody that loves plants, or, I don't know, anything. Just doing something, an open-ended gesture, okay? Watch how you feel after that. Like, really watch how you feel. Even just giving somebody a positive comment, a positive, like, compliment, just going out of your way to brighten up somebody else's moment, somebody else's day. What I always say, like the movie The Robots, I get a lot of messages from movies and a lot of messages from kids' cartoons. So you'll hear me referencing them a lot, okay? So the movie, The Robots, with Robin Williams in it, I love that one thing that he said, and I say it a lot. You see a need, you feel a need. Okay? If you see something, say something. Like, let's I don't even like the word normalize. I don't like anything that everybody says. I like to make things myself, make new things that stand out. So don't worry if you hear me say a new word. If you don't know what it means, just ask me to clarify it and we'll figure out what the hell it means because I probably just made it up. But let's get more used to doing that. Okay. So thinking outside of the box and thinking even about what nice thing you would like somebody to do for you. Why don't you go do that for somebody else? And then see, because with the law of attraction, excuse me, what you give out is what you get back. You reap what you sow. So, like, if you out here and you're doing the type of things you want people to do for you, guess what's going to happen? That's going to come back to you. You're going to get that back. Those things that you need, you're going to come back to you. That's also about manifesting. We'll get into that on another episode too. Possibly later on today, I'll talk about manifestation. Because I want to break that down in my way, you know. So we can talk about it because I talk about manifesting a lot, and I like to make sure everybody's in the know before I be talking about things. You'd be like, what the fuck is she talking about? So, yeah, we'll talk about that then. But today, right now, it was open-ended gestures, remembering to do one good deed. And thank you. Shout out to the sister who bought me my coffee today. You are appreciated, girlfriend. I really appreciated that. She was wonderful, and I am grateful for her light. Thank you, Allah, entities, ancestors, my divine. I appreciate people like that in the world. And I hope that each one of us can work towards our light and work towards doing just that. Okay. So I want everyone to have a wonderful morning, and I'm going to be back on here later. So until then, remember, do one good thing for somebody else today. All right. Later.